season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for Mixon last week, 12 carries, 88 yards.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Like, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Burrow's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Justin Jefferson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They run again with Hines. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Ravens at 9-5 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Tyler Beatty with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The throw over the middle taken in. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Burrow looking to pass. Eluding, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now it's Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
How about that nice strategy there, Brandon. Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Now a second down and 6.
Here's Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
On third down, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10.
Nashville, where it was the visiting.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Jackson now. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's second and 1 now from the 7. Now a handoff running through the middle. And the Ravens are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Hines will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Burrow looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Justin Matabike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Here's Bradley Pena now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
That his first catch so far. They held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Hines. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
4th down, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Now Jackson. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Naeem Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Justin Madubuike
Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Jackson's going to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
And now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Nyheim Hines halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Ravens are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
There he goes left side. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
With career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles. But in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear. And they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence.